Hello, my name is Shirley. Welcome back for another episode of Beginning Friendly Germany, House of Round 3, and in previous episode we managed to take out Tikrit, and it actually got us pretty close to getting them to surrender. I think that was 2 points, yeah, and Baghdad is 3 points, so that should get the Iraq to surrender. Of course, there's going to be some British troops in there, which are going to be still a bit of an issue for a while. We are starting to get some supplies in here, though, so we can start advancing with these troops, and hopefully we can get to Baghdad today. And also today, hopefully we are... Well, actually, I don't know if we are going to get that quite yet. Right, we've got a lot of troops in here. Do we still have any supplies there? Not really, so that is kind of the... How much can we transport? 90 supplies per fuel, or 90 supplies and fuel per day can be transported there. What I might want to do is I might want to actually pull back some of the, like, maybe not that tank corps, but the other tank corps. Pull them to Bilsey for the time being, just so that they don't... Oh, we had a battle here. Ooh, we got damaged quite a bit. I think we damaged them as well, but no, I think it's time for us to move back to Scarpatlow and just let the ships repair for a while. I don't think we really have another option right now. Oh. We've been bombed. We didn't lose any ships, though. Nope. A lot of damaged ones, though, which is not great. But we'll just have to survive for the time being. And we need a lot more reinforcements. That is something that I'm willing to put in a lot of IC into. Another underground resistance destroyed, and... Oh, the reinforcements just halved there. Alright, then. Although it would be a nice game if you could just make up your mind on how much we actually need it. Okay, they've got still bombers around here. We should be able to push through the troops here without too much issues. If we can get to Baghdad. I mean, I wonder if they are retreating to Baghdad or not. And you got a little bit of supplies. You basically have no fuel, though. So I'm not going to move you further than that. We are going to have a... Oh, you're an engineer. Or you have engineers. This one doesn't have engineers, so this one might be able to move forward. I might want to get to the border over here, or like around here before the... Oh, the Italians are pushing forward. Even further, nice. How about I give the Italians a bit of a new target? Italy, attack there. And then I'll take this Italy out of there. But it looks like the Allies are slowly falling. I mean, especially, it was mostly the Air Force that they had in Alexandria that did the problems. Or caused the problems that they had. We got ourselves a new port in here, actually. Rather recently, and just to make sure... Okay, good. Had to make sure that I had the timer on. I did have it on the 2 episodes ago, one as well, but it's just I wasn't looking at it. Right, do you have supplies for 1 day, or fuel for 1 day and supplies for 13? It should be alright for the time being, and we can reduce the reinforcement a little bit again. Not going to increase the upgrades. We could. Oh, right, oh wow, they are actually pushing up quite a bit of troops there. Well, it's just headquarters and that one militia. But that is going to be a pain in the butt to deal with. But I don't want them to just take over everything. I mean, I suppose what I could do is I could give Persia, because they are at war with Soviets. I could send them to help there. There we go, we got over here. How much fuel do we have? 7 days, 2 days of supplies. We're going to get there in 12 days. Hopefully we can get a bit more soon enough. We're slowly getting... Okay, they got a little bit of troops in Baghdad. And they are retreating to a completely different direction. How about we take Baghdad then? We might be able to push them out of there without too much issues. Battlecruiser engine advance. Good. Is that... That's 1944 tech. Well, we can probably get that. But yeah, I'll probably try to take Iraq. I'll leave the Italians to take over the British side of things. I'll take Iraq and Kuwait. That should be alright. And looks like Italians have taken out... You know, there's a little bit more than they can take, but not much that they can take. Due to the lack of infrastructure. Also trying to get around here, which doesn't have enough. Finland is willing to sell us a little bit more rare materials. I'll certainly buy that. Are we still being bombed here? Not right now, but we are attacking into a city. It doesn't look like it's going... all that well. Although they are losing organization rather quickly. Much faster than we are. Although they are bombing us. Let's get you across the river there. And you can keep on moving down here. Maybe going all the way there. But yeah, the amount of troops that we have right here is just... It's a bit too much. We'll have this place upgraded at some point, but it will take some time. Although once I've taken Iraq and Kuwait and all that, I wonder, how far are we from inviting... No, there's just not enough threat on Saudi Arabia yet. Well then. But if we can just increase someone's threat. Where do we have spies right now? We've got spies in a lot of places. We're still disrupting the national unity at Great Britain or UK. Supporting our party in the USA, which will probably actually start doing something like... Right, that is already a supporting party. How much is a threat? It's just 0.5. I'm going to start increasing the threat in USA. It's not going to be able to do too much for us, I reckon, in the short run. But in the long run, it might allow us to get some other American nations to join the Axis. Battlecruiser armor advance. Okay, that's also 1944, so the next battlecruiser tech that we get should also be 1944. Okay, is Persia sending troops? It might be sending a couple of units down here. Spain is cancelling some trade, and we are taking Baghdad soon. They are going to retreat some troops through there. If we are... Oh, there we go, we got into Baghdad, and that should mean that they are surrendering. Yes, they are going to be surrendering. So there's that one division that might cause an issue, and whatever they have there... Unless... Okay, yeah, they got one more in there. Right, what I think I'm going to do is... I'm going to have to send in some more troops down south. How about you go there? You go there. And you just run down there. Just protect that side, and then... I'm guessing they are going to take over that? No? Maybe not then. I don't want them to get into Baguba at least. Alright, you can move south. So we'll have a lot of crude oil production right now. Am I actually one of the biggest ones? I'm the third biggest one. With all the surplus. It's the third biggest. Not that much behind Venezuela, although miles behind USA. But that's honestly not really a surprise. Okay, they got Karbala. We can probably surround you and destroy you there. You are out of supplies. So yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, that's going fine. And, oh, looks like Italians have been pushed back around here again. Hopefully they can get to Tel Aviv though, because that's going to make sure that they can't get any more supplies around here. On the Karbala and destroy another Norwegian underground resistance. I suppose I could send in another infantry division down to Baghdad in the meanwhile to hold that, and then we'll send in some more troops down to take out Kuwait. I mean, we've got 2 tank divisions heading south, I suppose. We'll get to Basra, and you can get to there. I wonder, is there any... No, you can traverse all of these provinces, so there's no problems in that regard. I was just wondering if there's any infrastructure missing there. It doesn't look like there is. Oh, and we built some more infrastructure, actually, around Rostov. Yeah, and these two, light cruiser crew training, that is probably ahead of time now. Yes, it is. How is our fleet doing in terms of repairs? Still taking its fair share of time. Oh well, I mean, once we get a bit more ships that we can kind of just switch in and out, that's going to be fine. But right now, it's just not a very good situation. I'm going to put in a bit more reinforcements. Oh, we got the airfield in here. And they've got another division in there. Light cruiser escort role. Aero engine advance. Aero engine is definitely ahead of time now. That would be in a fighter though. Right, so we've got that one done. And is there anything over here that we can do anymore? Not really. I suppose I could put in the agriculture, education, and all these things into the research queue now as well. Especially the extra supply production is going to be quite nice. Although, we are still producing way too much. I'm just going to reduce that to 130. Or maybe 125 will be enough. Now, how are the Soviets doing here? They should not have any supplies, technically speaking. They probably don't need a lot of supplies either. Ah, we got a destroyer here. Let's start gathering them up in, I suppose, Amsterdam. I know that we're going to get another 2 very soon, so I'll just wait for those. Oh, right, and light cruiser escort role, so that would be over there. Good. There we go, we're pushing them out at least from here slowly but surely. Whether it's going to be possible to actually destroy these, because there's a lot of headquarters that will run around as much as they can. It may not be a possibility, but we'll see how it goes. Destroy another Polish underground resistance. Good. And we're going to set up a defensive line over here for the time being. Looks like the Italians have the situation under control in Palestine or Israel. I suppose that Palestine is the region. Anyway, let's go down to 50. Or rather, this region would be back at this stage known as Palestine. Yeah, we lost yet another province. It's just that one militia moving about that's causing all this kerfuffle. Oh, and we got another destroyer. Yeah, let's put that into Amsterdam. And the next one is going to be in 3 days. How good of a destroyer production do we have? 7.9 practical, okay. How much do we get per destroyer? Just out of curiosity. 0.9, okay. So that one's going to get us to about 8.1? No, 8.8. It may decay soon enough to 8.7, something like that. But yeah, it's a decent boost to our production there. That's for sure. Oh, and we're getting some submarines. Now, oh yeah, there's not much in here that we need to worry about. So I suppose they are going to run out of supplies here soon enough anyway, because they can't use Suez anymore. And Gibraltar has been closed as well, so they can't really get supplies into Palestine anymore. So it's a matter of time before the Italians take over all of that. Ooh. Now that's a possibility. I'll wait before I place that submarine, but I'll just get Kuwait first. And then once we're done with that, we'll put in some submarines into Basra. And we can use them into sinking some British convoys around here. A devilish plan. Right, you're going around that way. Just 2 more days for the extra destroyer, and we'll send those into Scapa Flow. Join the reserve fleet. I suppose we should name that as the reserve fleet. Scapa Reserve. Right. So we'll get 2 more destroyers there. We do have... How many light cruisers do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 light cruisers and 5 destroyers, as far as I can tell. And then 3 heavy cruisers. I mean, it's... Oh, and yeah, we got another destroyer. Not destroyer, submarine. And we're gonna get 1 more tomorrow, as well as the destroyer. And do we have troops near Basra yet? Not yet. Not yet. Oh, there's a lot of... That's a lot of ships there. Question is... Or question of the day, can we reach there with our bombers? No, we cannot. Maybe from Baghdad, but we don't have the supplies in Baghdad. We don't have the airfields down here either. Okay, I mean, technically if we go to Alexandria, I guess. There's quite a few planes in there, but... From there we might be able to do some airstrikes into there and try to just sink that, or... No, we can't reach any of that either. You got fuel in there at least now, so what you could do is you could do some air supply there for a month or so, just to help supplying the troops in here a little bit. Oh, and we did get the destroyer now, so we'll put that in there, and we're about to have troops around here in Basra, so I will get the ships in there. I know that they didn't go in the correct order necessarily, but that's fine. So Stalingrad headquarters now has their first ships. It's 3 submarines, but it's still something. So how far can you reach from here? 4,400. That means that you can reach... Well, not quite. Well, you could reach to Indonesia, basically. Interesting. Oh, there's been a rebellion down there. There's some Polish garrisons, among other things. And looks like Australia is still... Well, the Japanese are getting a few more units in there. But Australia really doesn't have any troops to resist, although they've taken that one. Interesting. So Japan might still... Oh, no, they've managed to take Wake Island, and they've taken Eniwetok back, but they still have Ponape and Mili that they lost. They haven't taken Nauru, and they still got Honolulu at least. All things considered, like, it's not great, not terrible for the Japanese. I mean, they've been fairly successful in their wars at least. What's that? Oh wow, that's a lot of reinforcement. Okay, I'm just going to increase this to like 10 points and be done with it. Now, when do we actually get more factories? Late May. Or the latter half of May. Should be getting another 10 factories. And these are now setting up in a defensive line there. Air-launched torpedo. Is this in a shape to attack? I suppose it might be. I mean, it doesn't have the piercing attack, so that's not really a problem. And the air-launched torpedo is in bombers. We can cancel that one now. That's going to be a lot more upgrades for our planes, though. Oh dear. Well, that is going to be a problem. Or at least it's going to take a while for all the upgrades to go through. Now, we don't have any supplies in Basra yet, so we can't really send the submarines out. But that's going to be a matter of time. Now, you would be close enough to be invited into Access now. We don't have the highest, or the threat isn't high enough for you to actually join in, though. So that's a problem. And how's the situation in... Oh, right, the cavalry. Just going to start gathering them up here. Once we've got the entire corps, we'll transport them over into England. And then we'll have 2 in Ireland, and 1 in Scotland, and 1 in Northern England, and 1 in Southern England. Just so that we can keep the rebel suppression a bit higher in there, because that seems to have been a problem for a while now. Every time the bloody Irish revolt, I mean, there's not really anything important in here, other than, oh, we won the Battle of Kuwait. Oh, let's get you outside. Just so that you don't get stack wiped. I wonder if I can get you redeployed there quickly enough. Probably not. Although I suppose... Oh, well, that's an option. We'll redeploy you. That might just be quick enough. If we can keep Basra, then yeah, Kuwait is ours now. They do produce a little bit of oil there. How much is it? 2 crude oil. Of course, I'll be getting like 0.5. Actually, a little bit more. But yeah, it's not a massive amount that we'll have. Twin-engine aircraft... Let's try that again. Twin-engine aircraft armament advanced. There we go. Now, how are the Italians doing? They are getting to Tel Aviv. There's 1 Marine division defending there, and there's a Yugoslavian fleet there, there's a Greek fleet there, and a few other things. I wonder... Have we started getting some supplies in here? We got a little bit of fuel and supplies there, but not much. Oh, and we did actually stack wipe that. Good. You're still supplied from Basra. I'm just going to move you into Basra until you are actually good to go. I'll assign that there, and I might get more submarines into here, into Basra. Or I could technically start placing them in Athens, and then send them through... like Suez, but it's also kind of a risky thing. Or I could just get more submarines into France. Actually, let's do that. Just in case you have a bit more there. We should be getting another 2 submarines very soon, yeah. 1st of May, and then probably, well, it should be 2nd of May then. That is like 3 and 4 days, respectively. We have a lot of things still underway. Or under production. What is the total production? 700, almost 750, I see. Yeah, that is going to take some time, but at least we got the submarines done. So those are out of the way there, and that's going to speed up the submarine production later on. We got 13.5 in submarines, 8.8 in destroyers, 4.6 still in transports. Because we're not building transports all that much. Basic advance, that is in naval, and that's probably quite a bit ahead of time now, yep. But that means that we're going to have more ships repaired in a naval base at a time, which is always nice. Looks like the Italians still have some fleets left. Oh, and they're taking Tel Aviv, so they can't get any supplies into the pocket here. They got a lot of headquarters, not too many divisions, actually. Oh, and we just destroyed the underground resistance down here. Oh, wow, there is a lot of underground resistance in the region, though. We're not done here. We're definitely not done here. Right, another submarine to Brest, and the reinforcements are still increasing. Hopefully it will kind of even out soon enough. Oh, right, actually, where is the new destroyers? Oh, radar-guided bomb and secret weapons. That's going to go into Brest, and then bombers, we can get rid of the medium bomb. And then the secret weapons, I suppose we could get the radar-guided missile bomb already underway. These destroyers, I'm going to send down there. That should be alright. They are, I mean, these new destroyers that we have are bloody quick. There's no denying that. Oh, and we're back to 769 manpower, so that is quite an improvement. And just in case, to make sure that they go to the correct one, I'm just going to use that. So do we still have ships over here that are damaged? We could probably get one of the light cruisers out and replace it with a destroyer. Nuremberg is probably the one that we want to replace. Right, so Nuremberg... Oh, now it's upgraded these, or updated these again accordingly. Just making sure, yeah, that is 64, so we'll also put in one of these in there. We'll probably get the old destroyer from there and put in a new one instead. So there's still 12 ships. Let's do a bit of patrol there. We might sink some convoys. Or we might not, we'll see. Should be getting here soon enough though, like it's not that long of a distance in all fairness. And the ships actually go at pretty good speed. Let's see, yeah, we can give you some metals. We're still losing some rare materials, unfortunately. Because the Japanese got all the supply, all the rare material rich provinces from USSR. Twin engine airframe. There we go. We can then cancel that from the research queue. And we got ourselves another cavalry division. So is that's 4 of them? Yeah, just one more. May need to redeploy or reassign, for example, the Marine Corps away from the First Army here. Assign that under the OB West for now. We should probably move you a bit further north. And then this Panzer Corps can be moved up north. Because that is where we'll be picking up the troops and transporting them over. So we got the... Oh, right, how many days until we get the port? 13th of May. So just 9 more days. Then we're going to start getting some supplies in here. We'll need to wait for a while before we can actually do anything, unfortunately. Luckily, they haven't started attacking either. If they had, then we'd be lost, basically. Oh, look at that. That's a nice pocket they've got up there. So Italy's doing fine. They haven't started doing any landings around here yet, but they might go into Africa. Oh, right, and Spain has that, and these, and that. But I don't think the USA has really the range to do any landings. Oh, wait, no, that's Gibraltar. Oh, God, scared myself for a moment there. People's Army Advance, that is that one. Police Organization, I think that's fine as isn't it? Oh, well, actually, no, we are going to need that to be a bit... No, it is already high enough for the large formations. Right, so we don't necessarily need that one then. Large formations would reduce the militia combat with, which is alright if you're using militia, but we're not really using any. Medium fuel tank. So that would be in bombers, and yes, we can get rid of that one now. So naval bombers will have an extra... Ooh. How much of an extra range is that? 125 minus whatever is from the air engine. 50. So 75 kilometers extra range is effectively what they're saying. I mean, it's currently 550. Right, so we could actually reach there. Interesting. We've got these submarines here. I suppose I could just... Oh, right, there's a bit of a fake one over here. This one is not actually level 5. So the engine is very small, so it's only got a tiny engine. Let's put you into convoy rating in here. Because there might still be convoys going to Finland from Canada and places like that. 4 engineer frame advance. Okay, well that would be in bombers again. Oh, 4 engineer frame is actually not ahead of time. Well then. Oh, and we got some extra spice now. That is good news. So the 4th Corps is still missing 1 more cavalry unit. How long do we need to wait for that? 3 more days. Then we can transport that over. I suppose we could actually move all of these already in here. Then we'll just transport, or yeah, we'll transport them to Dover, and then we'll place 1 in Coventry, another one in maybe... Well, actually, we have 1 in Oxford, then maybe Sheffield, and then Newton Moor or something like that. Then we'll have 1 in maybe Cavan, and then Limerick. Those are fairly central locations there. Light bomb development, okay, well, that's certainly out of time. Did we have something else? Nope, that was just the one thing that was out of time. Oh, there we go. It's a Belgian convoy getting sunk. So tomorrow, what? No, is it tomorrow or the day after that? That we get the port. It is going to be... No, not tomorrow. Although we did get a second level of the airfield there. There we go, we got the troops in Calais, so how about we just take that entire corps, transport it over. It should be done really soon. And assign you under the army in Liverpool. Then I'll just send you down to Sheffield. Actually, let's just use the usual, so 1 into Oxford. Then Sheffield is going to be the core and another one. Then I said Newton Moor. Cavan. And Limerick. Another option would be to have like Mayo and Wexford or something like that. But we are actually out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.